don't you guys tell us about what we got going on back here at Pony Express?
Yeah, so Pony Express puts you literally in the saddle of a Pony Express rider in the Wild West. Your goal while traveling around is just to cause chaos, meet the new quirky characters, you get different mounts as you go, as well as just finding hats and whatnot, just exploring and having a good time.
So, as this is all control, why don't you explain the controller? I don't know
So-
what to call this. Is it a controller?
The horse is a little wonky. So the idea here, right, is the controls match what you do with an actual horse for the most part. If you're gonna kick the side, well, let's press the saddle horn here to get going. If you kick the sides, you get a go. If you pull left, you go left. If you pull right, you go right. Let me pull back both, and you stop. Let's see if we can get to this guy over here, who looks very familiar and very handsome. You get different pieces of Mel. You're going to want to find the right piece of Mel. Let's get the saloon out here. Bada bing. You hold it against the NFC reader right here. And then when you do, you start talking to the different people. They say something funny, quirky, very clever. It goes back and forward a little bit. And then you can now go ahead and there we go. Start riding your horse. And then as you go around the map, there's different horses that you can collect. You can also see different world events, like there's a UFO right over there. If you manage to pull it down out of the sky, you might get something a little cool. Let's go over to this guy now. Let's go ahead and stop. I just dropped all the Mel, but you'll want to get the desert one right here, and then hold it against the NFC. And it's just basically rinse and repeat, pretty straightforward. The actual world events are a little bit more interesting because you have to listen to context clues to know how to solve the puzzles. In this environment, maybe it's more fun just to go run around. And each mount has different things they can do, like this guy breathes fire, helps get rid of the cactuses so you don't have to worry about running into them. Or if you do run into them, then you're out of luck and you have to go find your mount again. But there you go, pretty straightforward.
Super cool game. I mean, I feel like it feels like you're actually a ride on the Pony Express.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the controller and how it works. I know you mentioned that there's some buttons, but the head turning especially. What's going on there?
Yeah, so here we can actually rip off the head of the horse.
No.
It's not real.
Oh.
The illusion is broken. This is a contraption for sure. Basically what we did for the entire controller is we took the Xbox motherboard, like an Xbox controller motherboard, and then we dismantled it and rewired everything into it. So it's really easy to plug in any Windows computer. So these are the triggers where if you pull left, it goes this way, right goes that way. There's also the swivel mechanic. So it actually does turn back and forth just to make it feel a little bit more, I guess, intuitive. Oh yeah, there you go. We're moving right now. Oh, and if you pull back on both, that's how it stops. As for let's not ruin everything as I'm walking around, sorry. I'm trying to find the best way to show. So if we show under here, you can see there's some buttons that when you kick against them, it hits the button and registers it as a input. And we wired it so that way either side registers it as an input to go forward. And that's where it moves forward. There's some fun B-roll footage.
It's a super cool game. But what was the idea? What made you say, hey, let's make one of the hardest jobs in the American Wild West into a fun game? What was the idea behind that?
I think it's just thinking of ideas for just an alternate controller in general. Wanted something that's a bit fun and intuitive, which, I mean, if you've ridden a horse, this is somewhat intuitive. In general, we wanted okay, you're riding a horse, what would you do on a horse? Pony Express, a time in history, it's kind of fun. It wasn't fun at all, but it's exciting, and that makes for a great game.
It really does. I gotta come try this out. How many missions are there? I saw when we brought them out, a couple of them spilled out.
Oh yeah, so there's 4 main mail deliveries right now, and then there's about 4 world events that you can go in.
Like the UFO and stuff like that?
Yeah, UFO, the Desert Sandstorm, you can go to the top of the mountain to meet some people there, stuff like that.
Super cool. I gotta come try this out, bro.